Hello everybody, Steve Rifkin from Berkshire Hathaway. Welcome to episode number 58 of Real Estate with Steve Rifkin. I spend a lot of time on these shows talking about listings, talking about sellers, how we sell houses. Let's talk about buyers for a minute. I saw online 15 questions you should ask when buying a house, or 15 things you should look into. So let's jump into that. Let's hit the first 5 today. Number 1, and I don't think this is in any order, number 1 is you got to know your budget. Okay, so the best way to know your budget is you talk to a lender and you show them your financials and he can tell you how much of a house you can afford. If you're paying $3,500 a month in rent right now, you may be able to afford a house where your monthly payments are $3,000, and it may be better to own than to rent in this situation. But it's very important that you figure out your budget. You also want to know that you have to pay property taxes now. You're going to have to pay insurance. You're going to have to pay a lot of things. We call it PITI, Principal, Interest, Tax, and Insurance. And of course, if you're getting a townhouse, you have to pay an HOA. Question number 2, find out if you are in a flood zone or other natural hazards. You're going to get a natural hazard report provided by the seller, and they're going to give you these answers. Obviously, here we're in fire country, we're in earthquake country, we have natural hazards, but the benefits outweigh the problems because people still like to live here and the price is still going up. Number 3, ask why the seller is leaving. I don't know if this is such an important question. I guess, of course, if he's leaving because the house is falling down the cliff, you want to know that, but you're going to find that out in an inspection. Or if he's leaving because a neighbor threatened his life, they have to disclose these things. And if they don't disclose these things, there could be problems. You could take them to court. But find out why the seller's leaving. I guess that's a question you want to know. I don't think that's a very important question. Because usually they're leaving to downsize or to get a better house, or they're leaving town. But, you want to find out, definitely find out. Find out what's included in the sale. Well, here, anything attached is included. Now, there are things that there are gray areas because is the refrigerator attached if it's, has a pipe going through it, for water and things like that. So on the RPA, which is the Residential Purchase Agreement, there are boxes to check for refrigerator if you want that included, for oven, stoves, and for washer, dryer. Besides that, anything attached is included. If there's something in the backyard, maybe there's a basketball hoop, maybe there's something like that, you can ask if it's included. And if you don't want it, you can have the seller remove it before you close escrow. And number 5 here, find out if there are any major renovations. That's a good question to ask because you want to know what kind of major renovations there were in the house. And then when you have inspections, you want your inspections to check out those areas. You want to make sure they were done to code. If they pulled permits, find out if they pulled permits or not. I would say that that half the houses that are sold in the valley out here have made renovations without permits, so it's not the worst thing in the world. But you want to make sure at least they were done to code and they're structurally sound. So you have your inspector check all those out. So those were 5 out of the 15. Maybe we'll do the next 10 over the next 2 weeks, depending upon how much you guys like this. If you have any questions, give me a call, 818-917-8890. You can DM me, email me, instant message me, get in touch with me whatever way you want. I appreciate your watching. Have a great day.